This is the beauty of it all. We're able to revive a zombie piece of content, something that doesn't rank at all. Every one of these results is going to basically go from 0 to 1. We're actually able to cause this to happen. Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Mike Roberts, founder and CEO of both SpyFu and RivalFlow. So probably the lowest risk, highest reward way to use RivalFlow that you may not know about is the ability to use it on unranked content. Content that's maybe brand new or has been languishing, sitting around kind of literally ranking on nothing, getting no traffic, potentially for years, right? So you can kind of just like roll the dice, run something and see what happens. You have nothing to lose. The crazy thing is that RivalFlow actually works and ranks that content, that sort of zombie content, and it's like really gratifying to see. And for customers, for clients of yours, it's kind of an easy, quick, early win. So I want to show you how to do it, and then I want to show you some proof that it works. Okay, so here's the law website, and you can see that these guys are interested in trust litigation. So you can go down here and use this add page thing, and you could just put in a URL if you already know what it is. But something that is relatively new that we added recently is we started to pull in from sitemaps content that doesn't rank, and so we could type in like trust litigation. These are going to be keywords, or there's going to be pages, or it's a topic area that they really do care about. So you can see all of these are pages that they rank on, but if we keep going, we can find one, Scottsdale trust litigation, that they probably would really like to rank on, right? Pretty important page, and we can look at it and see that it's actually, a good page. So let's see how this thing works. So we hit select, and then we hit add page, and it's going to go through this process. It actually is going to pull the SERPs and figure out who all of the competitors are, and then it's going to like infer based on what's on the page. Now this is an interesting topic because I wasn't sure when we launched RivalFlow that we would be able to make this type of thing work, right? Because what I typically say is that the idea behind RivalFlow is that we're riding the wave that Google's giving us. And I'm talking about the wave of sort of keyword authority, vectors, and that kind of thing. So what this thing is doing is actually just reading the page and figuring out what it should be topically authoritative on if Google were to be ranking it, right? So Scottsdale Trust Attorney is a pretty darn good. It's right about exactly what they'd be wanting to rank on, right? So here's a competitor, here's a competing page talking about Scottsdale Trust and estate planning. So this is a really solid competing page. So I'm going to just go ahead and accept that recommendation, and it's going to create that writing project for me, just like it's a normal writing project where we have like the keyword information. The really cool thing about this, right, is that they don't rank on it, period. So what happens when these things get run? Well, it turns out that we launched this a couple months ago, and so now we have some early results, and I'm going to show you those results anonymized. These are all customers. These are all writing projects where the customer created a writing project from a page that didn't rank already, right? So it was they either used the button down here, or they used the well, basically, these things use the same process. So the process that I went through there, where I found it in using the sitemap, right? It's an unranked page that shows up in the sitemap, but not in the SERPs, or they just add it in here directly. This is just a list, and I can just jump into any of them, and we'll be able to show you those results. But everything you see will be blurred out, right? There's no way to determine, for me to know what these are. So this is a relatively uncontroversial result, right? You would expect that if they start out at nothing, they're going to go to something. And but the crazy thing is that they do, right? This is the beauty of it all, is that I can go in and every one of these results is going to basically go from 0 to 1. And it's amazing to me, and it's really gratifying that we're actually able to cause this to happen. It's cause and effect, you know, like we make these modifications oftentimes to pages that have been languishing for a very long time. Like if we look at this Scottsdale Litigation Trust, it's a very old page. Maybe at some point it ranked, and we're just going to revitalize it, right? It's going from 0 to 1, right? There's going to be some down at the bottom here that stayed at 0. And in fact, yeah, so that's what we see down near the bottom. So this is like the top of this list in this case. I don't know who they are, but I do know that the ones at the top got lift, and the ones at the bottom were flat. But of course, the only thing that can possibly happen with these is that they stay flat. So I did some analysis, and I found that 40% of the ones that we do get a lift, right? So we're able to revive a zombie piece of content, something that gets no results, it doesn't rank at all in any search results, and get it to rank, you know. And once it starts to rank, well, first of all, it's a great story to tell, you know, but then we can continue to do subsequent rival flows. Once we actually, you know, have some information, right? It's kind of like when we're not ranking on anything, we have no information. But once we have that initial ranking, then we can continue to build and do what RivalFlow is really best at, which is to, you know, kind of like amplify, you know, that authority that you're getting and kind of continually improve, right? But when we don't have anything, our goal is to just get you to rank on something. And so we can get that done. And, you know, and you think about it, right? We're talking about a random subset of customers. I mean, these are people that are trying out the product. These are people that are kicking the tires. They run through it, and 40% of the time they're taking a dead piece of content and making it live, right? It's pretty dope. I'm super stoked about this. I honestly didn't know that we would have anywhere near that level of result. And so anyway, there's your proof. Let me know if you want me to do anything more, because I feel like this one doesn't require quite as much proof. It's just, it is what it is, right? Like, stuff goes up. It actually works, and it doesn't, it's not like not worth your time. So anyway, hope you love it. Have a good one.